Multi-dimensional perspectives. I wanted to share this perspective today as an invitation for you to explore your conscious mind in the way that you may be perceiving as well as accepting your reality. So limitations. This came to me, and limitations are a very interesting topic, especially if you're in a unified consciousness, a wholeness and balanced mindset. And what came to me was, we have many different ways, perspectives, dimensional vibrations that we can perceive things. And when it comes to limitations, what has really been coming natural for me to help me be able to step more into eternal flow and infinite energy is not viewing things as limitations or limits, but seeing those forms or those energetic frequency forms or experiences as things that are containing or holding a certain frequency, a certain container for that time space to be experienced. And with that being said, just because we experience a certain frequency of a energy form, that doesn't mean that it's limited. For me, I see it as it is serving its purpose, holding that frequency in that vibratory signature field for the experience of that frequency and octave. And then as these beautiful eternal time travelers, we experience different quantum time spaces non-linear. And through that, we're dissolving limitation mindset, because instead of seeing it as, oh, I'm in this physical body, it's a limitation, or I am, exploring this, and I'm only limited to, what information is only told about this. But in actuality, everything is subject to change, everything is subject to grow. And with that being said, as these quantum time travelers, we're actually never really limited, so to say. It's a delusional belief that we choose to believe. Because what we're doing is we're experiencing different frequencies of energy forms. And then in our free will, in our eternal flow, we're able to go in and out of those octaves. We're able to experience, let go, and move into different frequency forms at free will. So with that being said, we may go through an experience with something, and then it may be time for us to let go of it and move forward. That doesn't really mean that we were limited during that time, or that we were limited to that form. It's just more so that we were experiencing that direct vibratory signature of what that form is to represent. And it stays that form to represent so that we may be able to experience that specific octave or that specific frequency of form. And with that being said, there's infinite other forms of energy to be able to experience at any time, at any free will. So I just wanted to give this perspective today to potentially maybe help unlock a little bit of our psyches, dissolve a little bit more of our quote-unquote limited barriers that we are holding inside of our mind, and just give you some honest soul food to digest and think about in your everyday life of, am I choosing to believe that there's limitations because of what I've been told or what I've heard and what's normal, or am I choosing to see the seamless connection of unification throughout all that is interconnected and connected to eternal flow of source? So just food for thought. Feel free to put your comments, feedback. Love to hear you guys' perspectives and what you think about limitations, quote unquote. And if we truly ever do have limitations, or if those limitations are just specific frequency forms for us to experience and then continue forward into other forms to experience. Home Spouse Love.